In the top stories, dead body found at Spot Street. Wanted man turned himself in, and Calypso judging workshop on the way. We'll have the details when we come back.
Switch to a Ready Cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off your interest rate. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopcourts.com. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
In cricket, there are a few essentials: a bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
Get ready for an unforgettable music celebration at the 23rd World Creole Music Festival in Dominica. The Winter Park Sports Stadium, Roseau, comes alive from October 27 to October 29, 2023. Night 1, Friday, October 27. Popcorn, Michael Henderson, DJ Stax. 5, Patrice Roberts and the A-Team. TK International. Night 2, Saturday, October 28. Barry's Hammond, Taboo Combo, Gordon Henderson, Silk All-Stars, Joella Sewell, NG, Jaluk Guanel, Benny Christos, Joe Boy, Ezra, The Fun Machine, and Jiggy Esa Bantan. Night 3, Sunday, October 29. The grand finale, Ecstasy Band, Marshall Montano, Midnight Groovers, Jada Kingdom, Signal Band. For more information and ticket purchases, visit the official website at dominicafestival.com. Don't miss out on the World Creole Music Festival 2023, a celebration of legacy.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Scotty Sia Hendrickson. The police are investigating the circumstances that led to a man's death after his body was found in his home on Spot Street on Saturday night. The police responded to the call around 7 p.m. Neighbors said earlier in the day they smelled an odor coming from the residence, but thought it might have been a dead animal. According to the police, a neighbor called and reported number of flies around the residence. When officers arrived on the scene, they found the body of 60-year-old Emmett Lambert in a state of decomposition. The forensic team was called to the scene to examine and remove the body, but the decomposed state of the body reportedly made it difficult to move. Parliamentary Representative for Constituency Number 2, the Honorable Masher Henderson, was also on the scene speaking with family members of the deceased and police officers. The cause of death has not been determined as yet. Investigations are ongoing. Wanted man Kimon Richards has turned himself in to the police. According to a police spokesperson, 19-year-old Richards surrendered himself at the Bastille police station on Saturday morning. He is now in police custody. Richards was wanted in relation to a building breaking and larceny. The National Carnival Committee is hosting a series of training workshops for judges for the upcoming Sugar Mass competitions. The sessions began on Sunday with an adjudication workshop for potential Calypso judges at the E.C. Daniel Building on Keon Street. The workshops are being facilitated by Nubia Williams out of Trinidad and Tobago. She explained that the goal is to provide structure and rationale behind the judging of subjective art forms.
These workshops are really to help adjudicators get better systems to be able to evaluate and measure in the arts, because we know it's a very subjective art form, and so to be able to do it well, we always need to apply some type of mechanisms and tools. So hopefully these workshops will help to improve the standard of our judges and whatever they have to employ, as well as some of the calypsonians and soca artists and the steel band arrangers. They too are also expected to join.
A second Calypso adjudication workshop will be held on Monday from 5 to 8 p.m. This will be followed by a soca adjudication workshop on Wednesday and Thursday, beginning at 5 p.m., and a similar workshop for Panorama on Saturday, October 14th and Sunday, October 15th at 1 p.m. Sugar Mass 2023 runs from December 15th to January 2nd, 2024. Coming up, we'll have another look at some of the stories from the past week. Stay tuned.
Horses and Company Limited, providing a greener future for the exceptional people that we value.
As a Miss Culturama contestant, elegance, sophistication, and independence are highly valued. And you get all of this with the Visa Black Card from National Bank. Enjoy worldwide access to top-notch hotels, vehicle rentals, and unique experiences. The National Bank Visa Black Card makes every day feel like the world is my oyster. Plus, the Visa rewards and exclusive local discounts give me value-added savings and benefits that I enjoy. The National Bank Visa Black Card truly embodies the essence of beauty and excellence. My life, my way.
The Visa Black Card, where beauty meets freedom. Only from National Bank.
Welcome back. Early Tuesday morning, Tropical Storm Philippe passed the northeast of St. Kitts and Nevis, bringing with it tropical storm conditions, including gusty winds, heavy rains, and rough seas. More in this report.
While reports have indicated that there has been no serious damage to homes and other structures, our cameras captured videos and images of the storm's impact at various locations. At Independence Square, several trees were seen toppled onto their sides, some ripped up from their roots, others with their trunks snapped in half. The staff of the Parks and Beaches unit were also seen clearing the debris and removing the trees for all persons to safely move through the square. Meanwhile, in downtown Basse-Terre, debris such as leaves and other materials could be seen scattered about the streets. The shoreline along Newtown and Irishtown has been rough for most of Tuesday, with waves crashing into the Irishtown Bay Road. National Disaster Coordinator at the National Emergency Management Agency, Abdias Samuel, gave a report on the damage that has been sustained around St. Kitts.
A number of down power lines. We have also witnessed and seen and received report of trees that are being down throughout the island. We also have seen areas that are prone to rockfall. Those areas are being assessed so that we could advise the public in terms of road users who may traverse these areas. We are also looking at our ports of entries. As you're aware, we are a tourism-based economy, so these type of weathers would affect our airlift into St. Kitts and Nevis. So we have been in consultation with CASPA, looking at the potential risks and threats of aircraft landing at the RLB International Airport.
Senior Met Officer Elmo Burke gave an overview of what could be expected throughout the remainder of the night.
For us here in St. Kitts and Nevis, overnight we can expect some additional showers, some of which may be moderate in intensity at times and accompanied with some thunderstorms and some gusty conditions. As we move into tomorrow, the amount of feeder bands or rain bands moving through the island are going to decrease in terms of frequency as well as intensity. But we at the Met Office, we're going to continue to monitor the weather situation, and additional information would be forthcoming if there is any worsening of conditions.
As Tropical Storm Philippe moves away from the Federation, forecasts have stated that the strongest winds and heaviest rains would likely occur in the islands to the southeast of the center. Jason Davis for ZIZ News.
The Department of Consumer Affairs is warning the public that businesses should not specify how much you must spend in order to use a debit card. More in this report.
Using a debit card has become almost a way of life for most shoppers as an easy alternative to cash. However, some merchants have been imposing a minimum spending amount for a customer to use their Visa debit card. The Department of Consumer Affairs says this practice goes against Visa regulations. Communication Officer for the Department of Consumer Affairs, Tricia Rollins, explains.
The imposition of a minimum purchase amount when using a debit card is actually against consumer rights and against Visa's regulations and policies, because this imposition of a minimum purchase amount, it actually compels consumers to spend more than they intend to, or to even buy things that they don't need just to facilitate payment with their debit card.
She said while some businesses may claim that this is their way of making back the money they spend on fees to the bank, this is not the way to do it.
Well, during our investigation, what we found is that businesses are dissatisfied with the fact that they have to pay a fee on every transaction. So they are trying to pass this fee on to the consumers. Now, that is an arrangement between them and the banks. You cannot pass every fee that you incur onto the consumers.
She said the business places that continue to impose a minimum spending amount for using a debit card may find themselves in trouble with the bank.
What we have done, because we have had businesses that say they are not going to remove the imposition of the minimum purchase amount, we contact the issuing bank, and then the issuing bank is who deals with the matter and then let us know how it worked out. Because like I said, the issuing bank can remove that credit card machine from the establishment or terminate that merchant's business account.
She said this information has been out for about 2 years, but the growing number of complaints about the minimum spending amount prompted them to remind the public that there should be no minimum spending amount to use a Visa debit card. Ms. Rollins is urging persons who have concerns or questions about this issue to contact the Department of Consumer Affairs at 467-3211 or 465-1550. Jason Davis for ZIZ News.
Here's some good news for drivers. The Public Works Department is in the process of tackling pothole problems in some high traffic areas. More in this report.
For quite some time, drivers have been complaining about potholes on some of the busier roads, such as Pond Road and the main road into St. Peter's. Director of Public Works, George Gilbert, said there is a road repair and resurfacing plan underway, but that was delayed due to a broken down asphalt plant.
We have an asphalt plant, Public Work, and the asphalt plant was out of service for a while. We had to order parts, we had to get someone to come in and do some work to it. It is now up and running, and we are in the process of patching a number of roads. We are also trying to resurface a number of roads at the same time.
He said repair plans are slated for Pond Road.
We are aware that there are some potholes in the Pond Road area, and we are going to schedule them to get them patched as soon as possible.
And Mr. Gilbert added that a major resurfacing project is underway for the main road into St. Peter's, but in the meantime, they plan to do repairs on the road to assist drivers in that community.
What we are going to do, we are going to schedule that road to be patched in the interim. So for the people of the St. Peter's area, we are not going to wait until the road is ready to resurface, but what we are going to do in the interim, we are going to do some patchwork so that at least the road will be in a better condition than what it is right now.
Aside from these two areas, Mr. Gilbert said they continue to repair and upgrade roads in various communities.
We are in the what we call the village area. We are doing some resurfacing work at the village area. We have some work to do at Harris's village, and we have some work to do all over the island. So we are in the process of doing these work as scheduled, but we are going to add the others to the list, and we are going to get you out of the way as soon as we can.
Mr. Gilbert apologized for the delay that the broken down asphalt plant had caused, but assured everyone that the Public Works Department is working as quickly as it can to address the concerns about the quality of the roads. Jason Davis for ZIZ News.
After the break, security guard in Guyana says she was never trained for dorm fire. And Gaza is hit by airstrikes as Hamas fighters remain in southern Israel. Stay tuned.